Do you ever pull an exciting champion, look up a build on YouTube, and are immediately discouraged by the ridiculously unrealistic kraken builds you're met with? 350 speed, 400% crit damage, 9k attack, unlimited accuracy and resistance. This always happens to me to the point that I don't even bother looking up videos of builds anymore. So I wanted to make a series showcasing realistic, achievable raid builds for the average player. The first champion I thought of for this series, because she's such a versatile champ who can be used almost anywhere in the game, is Mithrala Lifebane. As you probably know, you can get Mithrala through fragments dropped from Hydra chests, and she's single-handedly the reason anyone bothered with Hydra before Clash was added. Mithrala is a tanky support who is as good at ruining the enemy's day as she is at keeping her team alive. All of her abilities are strong. Her A1 is a double hit with a chance to apply poison. Her A2 places Hex on all enemies and increases defense and increases attack on her allies. And her A3 is a cleanse which places Strengthen and big shields. Her passive, Gaze of Stone, is what takes her kit to the next level. Gaze of Stone adds resistance equal to her accuracy, which means the champion can easily have over 1,000 effective resistance between the two stats. If that wasn't enough, she has a special interaction with the Hex debuff. When her team is attacked by an enemy under a Hex debuff, they may become petrified. Petrification is a devastating debuff, which is a combination of freeze and block buffs. A petrified champion can receive no buffs and loses any they had prior to the petrification, and they'll also miss their turn. The reason I say it's similar to a freeze is because they take less damage while petrified, but there is an exception of bombs. Petrified champions actually take 300% more damage from bombs. She also has one of the best accuracy auras in the game, 80 accuracy in all battles. This is useful because she's frequently found in some of the highest accuracy content in the game, and it also makes her passive that much more effective by increasing her resistance even more. Many players consider her downright annoying to play against because of petrification and the fact that she'll always land her own debuffs as well as resist the enemies. As you can see from my build here, I have 568 accuracy and 183 resistance, which means altogether I have over 750 resistance. This could easily go over 1000 with Mithrala in the lead for her aura or increase accuracy buffs. You'll see people with a lot higher numbers than this, but this is more than enough accuracy and resistance for any of the highest level endgame content in the game. Anything beyond it is either overkill or would only matter in player versus player PvP. If you're a newer player, even getting around 400 accuracy would make her an incredibly useful champ that you should be proud of. You'll want to build her with an accuracy chest piece and banner. A good starting point for her artifacts is perception pieces with speed and accuracy stats, although of course there are other sets that work for her or could be better depending on your intentions. For example, stone skin for PvP. Outside of this, you want to tank up as much as possible with HP percent and defense percent. More resistance would be a bonus. Speaking of speed, because of her ability to cleanse her team but not be able to place block debuffs, this is actually not a champion you want to go too fast. She's largely considered a go second cleanser who will be able to resist all of the enemy's debuffs, survive their attacks, and cleanse her own team. I would shoot for around 250, depending on your level, could be higher or lower. You don't want to be too slow, but you also don't want to be excessively fast. As you can see, I'm still rocking 5-star pieces from years ago despite using this build in endgame content daily. I could put a 6-star banner on her, make a few changes here, but when the champ is working, it really doesn't matter to me. For masteries, Eagle Eye is the obvious choice for her tier 6 mastery. Other masteries, like Lore of Steel, can also synergize with your perception set or other sets you may have chosen. My masteries aren't necessarily perfect, and I've had them since I was a newer player. As always, do what's best for your situation and the content you plan to use her in, and don't blindly copy guides. If you have an awakening for her, Brimstone is another obvious choice, But as always, do what's best for you depending where you plan to use her in-game. There are arguments for others if you already have a high-level Brimstone carrier or you want to use her in PvP. As I mentioned, Mithrala is outstanding in most of the content in the game, such as my Iron Twins 15 team with Geomancer, where we effectively take no damage thanks to her incredible buffs, and we're able to land our debuffs because of her accuracy aura. As you can see, she virtually never gets a stack of Iron Brand because she has so much resistance. In wave content like the Doom Tower or Faction Wars, she's great at peeling enemies off your teammates with Petrify and keeping everyone healthy and doing damage with increased defense, increased attack, strengthen, shields, and of course, her cleanse. She's also a hero in Cursed City. Whenever I see she's available on an Amius rotation, whether hard or normal, I just know it's a free win thanks to her Brimstone, accuracy, and complete inability to ever be debuffed. She also continues to be amazing in Cursed City's wave content, similarly to Doom Tower. If I see she's available on a room, I know there's a very good chance we're gonna beat it. She's useful in virtually any hard dungeon, whether it's Spider to place the Hex, or keep your champions alive in Hard Dragon or Ice Golem. She's in my Phantom Shogun's 25 team, and is frequently used and showcased in Phantom team compositions. She's great in lower level Hydra with her Hex and buffs, but to be honest, she's no longer part of any of my 3 teams. Don't get me wrong, she's good there, but she doesn't offer enough buffs, debuffs, and damage potential to make it into a top team when compared to some of the champs added since her launch. She can be used in your beginner team for sure, but she'll be phased out over time as your rosters get better. And last, but certainly not least, I still use her in PvP, including Classic Arena, Tag Team, Siege, and occasionally Live Arena. In virtually any content in the game, whether it's past or in the future, if I'm having trouble keeping my team alive, I know Mithrala is always going to be one of the first champions I try to deal with the situation. As always, thank you so much guys for taking the time to check out the video. And still, as always, if I was able to help even one person, then I'm happy with it. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye.